Platform party, you may be seated. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Angela Walker Franklin, President of Des Moines University, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the annual White Coat Ceremony. Our honorees today are the members of the class of 2025 in the Physician Assistant Program, the class of 2025 in the Doctor of Physical Therapy Program, the class of 2026 in the Doctor of Occupational Therapy Program, the class of 2027 for the College of Podiatric Medicine and Surgery, and the class of 2027 of the College of Osteopathic Medicine. Welcome to each of you. I'm also delighted to welcome families and friends who join us in recognizing the commitment of your loved ones on this occasion. The White Coat Ceremony is a traditional event at this university which reflects a symbolic entrance into the educational pathway that will lead with appropriate effort on your part and that of the faculty to your entry into your chosen healthcare field. Our ceremony has important components in this initial rite of passage. You will don your white coat as a symbol of professionalism and humanism, and you will recite the White Coat Ceremony student oath in front of peers, faculty, family, and friends to acknowledge your willingness to assume the obligations and responsibilities of a medical and healthcare professional. On stage are deans, program directors, and members of our faculty who will serve as your teachers, role models, mentors, and friends during your years at Des Moines University. They are here today to affirm their commitment to teaching and to scientific, humanistic, and ethical practice. Today, we welcome students and their families to this rite of passage, in which we stress to our student the unique responsibilities they are accepting as future healthcare providers. Students, when you don the white coat today, you assume not only the responsibilities, but also the obligation that attend to those who choose to provide care to other human beings. These obligations include to be honorable in all phases of your life, to excel in your academic studies and training, to be compassionate, to be accountable, to collaborate with others as an interprofessional team member, and to support a culture of inclusiveness. By accepting these obligations, you become part of the legacy of thousands of Des Moines University alumni whose contributions to medical care have alleviated suffering, saved the lives of countless individuals, and maintained the integrity and high ethical standards of healthcare professions represented here today. While our institution roots are 125 years old, our university roots took hold in 1981 when the Board of Trustees recognized the need to train additional members of the healthcare team. Today, we see the wisdom of that decision as students in occupational therapy, osteopathic medicine, podiatric medicine, physical therapy, and physician assistant studies sit before us to affirm their commitment to the profession they are entering as student members. It is very appropriate that the collaboration among programs that takes place within our lecture halls and our laboratories serves to complement the collaboration that is a hallmark of optimal patient care. In closing, I want to remind you how very fortunate you are to be selected for the privilege of serving your fellow human being as future healthcare professionals. Enjoy your years at Des Moines University and know that we will do everything possible to engage, encourage, and assist you throughout your education. It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Sally Mason to deliver greetings to you as chair of the university's Board of Trustees. Dr. Mason.
Thank you, President Franklin. On behalf of the university's Board of Trustees, I'm pleased to welcome these classes into their respective healthcare professions as student members. Your professional life does indeed start at the beginning of your academic studies at Des Moines University, where you will learn not only the science and technology of healthcare, but the human side of medicine as well. Remember that your core objective is to adhere to the standards of professionalism that bind all in the healthcare professions. As you do so in your academic and professional years, may you experience the rewards that come to those who serve others. Our best wishes from the Board of Trustees to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mason. We are now ready to begin the ceremony for each college. Each dean will have the opportunity to address the students in their college before students come on stage and don their white coat. I'd like to announce that professional photographers are stationed at the base of the stage and also outside of the stage area to get pictures of each student participating in today's ceremony. We will begin with the College of Health Sciences Physician Assistant Program, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, and Doctor of Physical Therapy program. Please help me welcome Dr. Wally Bouvet, the Dean of the College of Health Sciences, for brief remarks. Dr. Bouvet.
Thank you, Dr. Franklin. As we prepare to don you with your white coats, I wanted to share some reflections about what that white coat represents. For me, it truly represents the art of medicine. Sir William Osler, a Canadian physician and founder of Johns Hopkins Hospital, once wrote, "The practice of medicine is an art, not a trade, a calling, not a business, a calling in which your heart will be exercised equally with your head. The practice of medicine is an art based on science." Having worn my white coat now as a practicing PA for over 24 years in higher education, I've been blessed to work in multiple specialties of medicine, from rural family medicine, inpatient psychiatry, occupational medicine, urgent care, retail medicine. Had the opportunity and blessing to travel internationally with medical mission work in several countries around the globe. For myself, the art of medicine has been a journey, specifically the hundreds of health professional students who I've been fortunate to mentor and train along the way. Medicine or healthcare training is required to teach evidence-based medicine using the latest advances in medicine, most up-to-date scientific research. But does every patient fit that E.B.M algorithm? This is half of the practice of medicine, the evidence-based medicine. The art of medicine is the other half. Some would argue the most important half. How do we apply evidence-based medicine to patient care? How do we use those algorithms? Where does individualized medicine fit into the E.B.M algorithm? Some have said the art of medicine consists in amusing the patient while nature cures the disease. I would stress, as you put on the white coat today, your algorithm should include things like communication, compassion, professionalism, respecting patient autonomy, treating individuals, employing empathy and humanity. According to the Healthcare Education Association, a recent article entitled "A New Meaning for the Art of Medicine" in the Atlantic Health System, recent providers and patients are telling their stories through a mix of poetry and prose in healing voices. These artists stress a person should not be defined by a disease or diagnosis, nor should they be afraid to discuss it with others because of the fear of what others may think. Sir William Osler again stressed the care for the patient, not the disease. As you wear your white coat, how do you apply the art of medicine? Through interpersonal and meaningful interactions. From the Journal of American Academy of Family Practice recently, they wrote, "Focus on the patient before entering the exam room," cueing into your own emotions in that process. Number 2, establish connections with the patient before going to the electronic medical record. Establish that connection with the patient. Assess the patient's response to illness and suffering. Communicate to foster healing. Use the power of touch, being sensitive to cultural norms, but there's healing in the touch. Laugh a little. Medicine is a serious business. Patients putting their lives and trust in our care as practitioners and providers, but be sensitive and yet laugh a little bit. Humor is healing as well. And finally, show some empathy. As my kids will say, Dad, you cry at the sappiest of movies. Well, it's okay for us as providers to shed a tear and share in that emotion with our patients. Some may argue the art of medicine is too soft, maybe a place, again, with all kinds of touchy-feely things. No, it's not bad medicine. These are just some of the arguments of why it's so important for communication and competency, which are core to the DMU mission in training and educating the next generation. According to the National Institute of Health, we now live more so in a global world, and we have for many years now, where cultures and civilizations have become more integrated across geographical boundaries. Races and ethnicities are all in the mix, and so science of medicine and art of medicine are complementary approaches to the practice of medicine as skilled providers. Again, this practice should be guided by common sense and systematic approaches, being aware of medical ethics, weighing in patients' interests and their concerns, listening to them, watching out for their welfare. Trust must blossom out of that relationship, and that's part of the competency and skill and the sensitivity in the art of medicine. While wearing your white coat, the art of medicine allows you the opportunity to bring creativity, imagination, inspiration, and inventiveness to practice. And we need that more so, again, as you enter into practice today. The visionaries and pioneers of medicine, as said by Jennifer Gibson, physician, the visionaries and pioneers of medicine have always looked for innovative solutions to improve the practice of medicine. In conclusion, empirical test results for the art of medicine have included and limited verifications. However, some would suggest health outcomes are improved when you employ the art of medicine. Patient satisfaction is increased. Malpractice liability is decreased because patients don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Therefore, how does the art of medicine accomplish these components? By showing honest concern and compassionate care, by giving patients the time they deserve, not rushed, good bedside manner, by using algorithms but understanding every patient is an individual, by helping every patient acquire the best outcome that they are a part of. In a book of wisdom, a king, Solomon, wrote this: "Let not mercy and truth forsake you. Bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart, and so find favor and high esteem in the sight of God and man." The science of medicine has wrought miracles in the prevention, diagnosis, treatment of disease, but the art of medicine remains the medium through which illness and suffering are relieved and becomes paramount when biomedicine runs its course and has little to offer the patient. Hippocrates wrote, "Where the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity." We've been given the gift of life as providers, as educators, as wearers of this white coat. It is up to us to give ourselves the gift of living well. Thank you. Will the physician assistant class of 2025 please rise and place your white coat across your right arm? As the students come forward to the stage, I would ask that each of the PA faculty coating the students stand and proceed to the front of the stage. As they move forward to the stage, I would like to introduce you to Ms. Nicole Bro, Assistant Professor in the Physician Assistant Program, to announce the names of the Physician Assistant students.
Grace Adzam. Alexandra Alvarez. Mara Anderson. Stephanie Anderson. Sydney Bentley. Tyler Brown. Macklin Conrad. Miranda Del Medico. Megan DeMello. Danielle Earp. Anna Featherston. Megan Fensky. Elizabeth Fouch. Hayden Fox. Nicholas Harris. Mark Hartwell. Madeline Heaton. Danny Hinkle. Sarah Hodek. Phasia Ibrahim. Kevin Johnson. Joseph Kaser. Doa Kalota. Taylor Klein. Mackenzie Court. Miranda Kortenhoven. Braden Krivacek. Michaela Cruzy. Nikita Kulkarni. Grace Laudenbach. Erica Ling. Abby Lorcher. Irma Lovich. Sydney Martin. Caitlin McCabe. Megan McCoy. Olivia McEwen. Taylor Mechtel. JC Snyder. Madison Menard. Natalie Mooring. Charlotte Mueller. Claire Nelson. Carter Northey. Jeffney Ungary. Hunter Hayshik. Patrick Petrosky. Madison Rempe. Hannah Rue. Rodrigue Sagbo. Aaron Shue, Alina Shoemaker, Troy Smith, Robin Stillmunkus, Meg Swanson, Grace Tubbs. Stephanie Walton, Caitlin Whitehill, Nicole Wanger, Kaya Wolber,
Will the Doctor of Occupational Therapy, class of 2026, please rise and place your white coat across your right arm? As the students come forward to the stage, I would ask that each of the O.T.D faculty coating the students stand and proceed to the front of the stage. As they move forward to the stage, I would like to introduce you to Dr. Kelsey Hove, Director of Clinical Education and Assistant Professor in the Occupational Therapy Program, to announce the names of the students.
Bria Shalise Adams, Tucker Ashleman, Catherine Barhorst, Casey V. Behrens, Haley Bird, Sarah Bosch, Catherine Brosius, Ashley Berger, Christine Dennison, Julia Feldman, Cassidy Lynn Hackbarth, Zoe Harvey, Mackenzie Holtman, Lindsay LaRue, Morgan Leach, Jonathan Levis, Jonah Lewis, Emily Michaelis, Josie Nordhagen, Megan Plantinow, Brianna Schwacke, Lily Vinkemeyer, Martha Ann Ward, Savannah Wiltsey,
Will the Doctor of Physical Therapy, class of 2025, please rise and place your white coat across your right arm? As the students come forward to the stage, I would ask that each of the D.P.T faculty coating the students stand and proceed to the front of the stage. As they move forward to the stage, I would like to introduce to you Dr. Tracy Porter, Associate Director of Clinical Education in the Physical Therapy Program, to announce the names of the students.
Olivia Adams, Sarah Bergen, Mara Boonstra, Isabella Brookshire, Janessa Carpenter, Faith Cox, Bryce DeLon Daniel, Andrew Davis, Andrew DeNoble, Sarah Eagleton, Harrison East, Seth Edens, Mia Fries, Macy Gay, Elizabeth Grace, Joshua Hardy, Abigail Harn, Sarah Haverty, Kaylee Hermson, Ridge Hokins, Jada Hogue, Catherine Hunter, Megan Nicole Johnson, Mallory Jones, Lindsay Camrick, Lincoln Cleese, Bella Kohler, Will Craffle, Tyler James Crumsey, Chase Lamb, Caitlin Langle, James Levicki, Torrance Lang, Nathan Longer, Jacob Lowe, Jonathan Marez, Brett Meyer, Emily Mickelson, Nicole Maxine Miller, Alex Moore, Christopher Moyer, McKenna Moore, Joshua Nyans, Riley Nolan, Andrew O'Brien, Joshua Olson, Mia Olson, Kyla Owens, Joseph Rivera, Dan Sandvig, Meg Schmitz, Emma Schroeder, Madeline Shookman. Jade Alexandra Sharp. Sarah Servio. Sarah Steggy. Catherine Stoke. Madison Thayer. Michaela Turek. Colton Vanderberg. Rachel Vanderhart. Jacob Viss. Lucas Wolf. Bailey White. Logan Wicker.
I would like to now ask Dr. Kevin Smith, Dean of the College of Podiatric Medicine and Surgery and a 1995 graduate of the program, to come to the podium for his remarks. Dean Smith.
Good afternoon. I also want to take this opportunity to welcome family and friends, but most importantly, the incredible individuals we are here to celebrate today, the future healthcare professionals. I am deeply honored to stand before you on this occasion, the White Coat Ceremony. Today, we gather not only to recognize the remarkable achievements of these talented individuals, but also to mark the beginning of a journey filled with compassion, dedication, and unwavering commitment to the healing arts. The white coat each of these students is about to don represents far more than a mere piece of clothing. It symbolizes the profound responsibility and privilege they are about to undertake. In the years to come, these white coats will be worn during moments of triumph and moments of great challenge. These coats will be comforting presents to patients seeking solace in times of illness and vulnerability. They will be a reminder of the trust that society has placed in these aspiring healthcare professionals. As these students take this symbolic step into the world of medicine, let us remember the immense weight that comes with the white coat. It signifies not only knowledge, but the responsibility to apply that knowledge ethically and with the utmost care. It signifies not only the ability to diagnose and treat, but the capacity to empathize and communicate with patients in their most vulnerable moments. It signifies not only the privilege of a respected profession, but the dedication to lifelong learning and improvement. I am reminded by a recent interaction I had with a physician in an intensive care unit that drives home the point I just made regarding communication. My mother-in-law was recently admitted to the unit, and in walked her nephrologist. He did not know I was a physician, and when I'm in a healthcare setting, I don't tell anyone that I am. I'm sort of a behind-the-scenes mystery shopper for healthcare. I'm there just to take in the experience and, of course, judge. I don't have a rubric with me, but it's up here. So he greets the family and states that my mother-in-law is in ARF and has contrast ATN and will need dialysis, and then leaves the room. My wife turns to me and says, "What just happened?" And I had to explain to her what the nephrologist was trying to say. And my piece of advice to you is, as a future healthcare provider, you must be able to think medical and translate layman. And that process should be seamless, and it needs to be practiced. And anytime you have an opportunity to practice it, whether it be clinical medicine or in your clinical rotations, take that opportunity. If a patient cannot leave your presence and explain their diagnosis and treatment to their spouse, children, neighbor, or friends, then you have failed to communicate with your patient. So today, as we celebrate these individuals, let us acknowledge the support system that has been instrumental in their journey. To the parents who have nurtured their dreams, the friends who have been their pillars of strength, and the educators who have imparted knowledge and wisdom. Your role in their success cannot be understated. To the students, I offer you this advice as you embark on your healthcare journey. Always remember the oath you are about to take. Let it guide your actions and decisions. Keep the flame of compassion alive in your hearts, for it is often your kindness that will heal as much as your knowledge. Embrace humility, for medicine is a lifelong learning journey, and no one knows it all. Listen to your patients, for their stories hold the keys to their health. In conclusion, today is a momentous day that marks the beginning of your journey as a healthcare professional. The white coat you're about to receive is a symbol of trust, a symbol of hope, a symbol of profound impact that you will have on the lives of countless individuals. It is a reminder of the values you hold dear and the responsibilities you bear. Congratulations. Will the CPMS class of 2027 please rise and place the white coat over their right arm? As they move forward to the stage, I would like to introduce you to Dr. John Bennett, professor, to announce the names of the podiatric medical students. I will also request that the faculty members from the College of Podiatric Medicine coding the students please move to the front of the stage.
Matthew Acosta, Chang Hee Bay, Maya Barkman, Joe Barnett, Cade Becker, Benjamin Allen Bernard, Claire Boshi, Groston Singbrar, Grant Brower, Connor Brown, Braden Butler, Sandeep Kaur Buttar, Carson Richard Christensen. Haley Cornelison. Jackson Eli Cowell. The Thin Dale. Danielle Victoria Jag Dotson. Jaqueen Nikemka Ibon. Jillian Fay. Corey Folin. Peter Gobron. Savannah Green. Kaylee Griffin. Ty Gooden. Kenneth Justin Hall Johnson. Molly Hartman. Isaac Hyam. Briar Hill. Ryan Heery. Dallas Lynn Johnson. Christian Kaplan. Shalise Cherie Lott. Newman Mathur. Malin Ryan McAdams. Emily McAllister. Bridget McElroy. Afra Noor. Urav Patel. Rithwika Petluri. Alexandra Petrasic. Caitlin Pham. Josh Quinn. Paige Sanborn. Janelle Sato. Eric Schwender. Christopher Ryan Simpkins. Chair Drecklin. Ashlyn Rose Smith. Cora Stallcup, Madison Theriot, Kelly R. Townsend, Andrew True, Zoe Kendra Vordos, Peyton Wheeler, Philip Xavier Willis, Jacob Yeager,
We will now recognize the students in the College of Osteopathic Medicine. I would like to invite Dr. Stephen Helm, Dean of the College, to the podium to deliver his remarks. Dean Helm.
Thank you, Dr. Franklin. Dr. Franklin and the previous deans have alluded to the concept that the white coat represents a symbol in medicine, a symbol that carries with it professional expectations, reverence, and respect. That is a symbol of humanism. Dr. Arnold P. Gold was a pediatric cardiologist at Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons for over 50 years. He is the father of humanism in medicine, and his original white coat ceremony at Columbia in 1993 is now the tradition that we follow along with hundreds of other medical schools and health programs here today in Des Moines. This ceremony is his legacy of ensuring that students understand that the very best patient care is focused on empathy, compassion, and respect. Dr. Gold passed away just a few years ago, and his legacy continues with the Arnold P. Gold Foundation and the Gold Humanism Honor Society, represented by the medallion that I proudly wear today. His lifetime of work ensures that humanism remains at the center of our relationship with patients. I offer you today some additional advice on humanism and medicine. Advice that I think Dr. Gold would endorse. My advice has 30 years of my personal experience as an internist and pediatrician behind it. It focuses on connecting with patients. My students have heard that before. Connecting with patients through not only the spirit of the white coat, but through everything you do that is non-verbal. There is so much riding on the relationships you develop with patients and in your personal lives that literally hinges on the non-verbal. When I speak of the non-verbal today, I mean the first impression, the gut instinct, the gut reaction that people have, especially your patients, when they first meet you. I will share with you my big four. nonverbal cues that will help make your first impression in your patient encounters the most meaningful. Number one, I already shared it with you before my first spoken word. Smile appropriately. Sharing a positive attitude with a smile is tremendously infectious and is something we all need to practice more, both in our own hearts and for our patients. But that smile needs to be appropriate to the situation. Energetically positive for the celebration of a patient's remission of their cancer, and a gentler, more supportive, reassuring smile for someone mourning the death of a family member. You must become effective at identifying the right time for the right smile. Make sure you smile more and that you smile appropriately. Number, make eye contact with them. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Number three, shake your patient's hand. This allows you to connect by literally touching the patient. Human touch is so profoundly impactful. Remember, there is an art to handshaking that you must master. Strong and firm to connect to some patients, lighter and sometimes very gentle with those that are a bit more frail. On a rare occasion, a handshake may not be appropriate for greeting in some cultures. It may be simply inappropriate. Always be sensitive to your patient's condition, their needs, their background, their cultural customs, and their responses. Have an emotional awareness and cultural awareness. After you shake hands, as with ending any patient encounter, I expect all of you to wash your hands or use a hand sanitizer to protect your next patient when you greet them with a smile, with great eye contact, and with another handshake. Finally, number four. Number four, really, really listen to your patients. 80% of the diagnoses that you will make can be made accurately with the history alone. The physical exam, lab tests, and imaging are all usually simply supportive in nature. The physician that is considered the father of medicine that Dr. Boovy mentioned, Sir William Osler from Johns Hopkins, said, "Listen to your patient. They are telling you the diagnosis." Take your time in talking to patients and more time listening to your patients. So smile appropriately, make good eye contact, touch patients by shaking their hand, and really listen to your patients and what they have to share with you. Remember that with the white coat comes professional responsibility, which includes each of us paying direct attention to everything we do non-verbally with patients. The Big Four. I congratulate all of you and all of my DMU colleagues from each program. We are all indeed on the same patient-centric team going forward. Congratulations to each of you and to your friends and to your families who share this day with you. Will the first row of the osteopathic medicine class of 2027 please rise and place the white coat over your right arm. As they move forward to the stage, I would like to introduce you to Dr. Craig Canby, Associate Dean for Academic Curriculum and Medical Programs, and Dr. Jennifer Beatty, Associate Dean for Graduate Medical Education and Student Advancement, to announce the names of the osteopathic medical students.
You're number one.
I would also request that the faculty coding the Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine please proceed to the front stage at this time. Dr. Canby.
All right, thank you. Oluwaseyi Ode Ashun. Mohammed Uzair Ahmad. Natasha Anderson. Jacob Arndt. Logan Call Bagley. Alfred Bayo. Josh Banfield. Colin Barnett. Lexi Barp. Elshadi Bihalu. Scott Bell. Julia Bennett. Anjana Benny. Daniel Benoit. Nikhil Bhatt. Arzu Baimani. Fanco Gustavo Lapis Bikar. Andrea Beaker. Durgashis Biswal. Jessica Blindauer. Rachel Blundell. Doreen Bloom. Jenna Bolter. Antharia Boandali. Andrew Bolt. Lucas Botten. Chelsea Brandt. Patrick Woods Brem. Davison Bridell, and Patrick Brennan. Mallory Britz. Chasten Brown. Kirsten Burtek. Brianna Reyes Buhai. Kyle Scott Bunker. Gina Buseman. J.C. Cambridge. Gina Elizabeth Canavan. Lila Cardoza. Taylor Clays. Jasa Clark. Joshua Clark. Farah Contractor. Derek Corriga. Arnold Corral Jr. Joseph Costandi. McKenna Dolman. Melvin Darwin. Raga Dusari. Sunal Desai. Anthony Deal. Jessica Duffy. Jackson Deeroff. Evan Engelhart. Sheila Irfan Sharif. Grace Erpending. Joseph Michael Ferris. Nicholas Fissner. Sierra Feldman. Wyatt Folkerts. Ireland Forbes. Oops. Felicia Franklin. Lauren Freeling. Zarak Gandaper. Jasmine Gowrie. Alexandra Jeezy. Allison Gilkerson. Shrevani Gopala Looney. Benjamin Gordon. Danielle Graffin. Jared Grable. Joe Grimmin. Shreya Midlala. Arturu Gutiru. Julia Harsted. Catherine Hadley. Tessa Holdeman. Douglas Rahal. Gabriel Hammond. Rachel Hahn. Steve Hardy. Nope. There we go. Sally Hazen. Oh, there we go. Zane Heflin. Trent Henderson. Zachary Hintz. Talon Hofer. Faith Hallahan Moy. Camille Holt. Christopher Halma. Sydney Hopkins. Jubilee Ho, Richard Ho, Mohammed Mahdi Hussein, Muhammad Hamza Haq, Connor Imbadi, Sean Erber, Dane Iverson, Mona Juvidi, Brian Jiang, Caleb Johnston, Alfred Joe Martin, Laura Jusuvi, Nicholas Kufidi, Sumaya Kalapali, Rini Vulamish Canaria, Supara Kania Pakam, Daniel Kasperbauer, Luke E. Kaiser, Aben Khan, and Tala Kawaja.
Matthew Kilroy. Austin Kim. Woo Sik Kim. Sean Kinsella. Madison Culper. Christopher Lance. Olivia Lapke. John Larson III. Haley Lass. Nicholas Lawler. Terry Sy Lee. Darren Lee. Samuel Loire. Alexander Leon. Christina Love. Tyler Lux. Benjamin Madden. David Madden. Ben Mallinger. Rachel Mansk. Haley McCall. Abigail McDonald. Benjamin McKay. Reese McCade. Nikita Anil Menon. Brandon Merritt. Haley Miller. Peyton Miller. Ariel Motes. Reagan Eli Monholland. Kathleen Moriarty. Passion Morimoto. James Navarro. Jacob Niebel. Michael Nelson. Nicole Newrock. Jolie Nguyen. Lee Kong Nguyen. James O'Brien. Gretchen Ann O'Connor. Jacob O'Hara. James Orff. Michael Owens. Ethan Palin. Jill Patel. Rushi Patel. Ishnavis Perez Rodriguez. Justin Peterson. Hasmik Petrosian. Wien Fan. Brooke Elise Pierce. McCade Poirier. Hannah Poolman. Parmida Pormandy. Curtis Price. Kyle Price. Hannah Kamhaya. Anthony Quinn. Brittany Rabb. Garrett Rabenhorst. Pranav Ramanan. Kimberly Ramos. Jenny Rapuano. Kelby Rewerts. Caleb Rhodes. Cecilia Rivera. Medea Risby. Margaret Lee Roberts. Anna Elizabeth Robinson. Olivia Marie Robson. Kelsey Ruff. Robert Charles Sadowski Jr. Daniel Salvani. Jordan Samuel. Bowen Sandquist. Dylan Scopp. Nicholas Shaney. Kristen Schill. Garen Sellers. Sarthak Shah. Subeksha Sharma. Nick Sheely. Daniel Schumann. Raik Sadiq. Ajay Panesar Singh. Aradna Singh. Timothy Brock Slade. Frederick Smith. Andrew Solsrud. Aria Spence. Jordan Speth. Connor Spinelli. James Stevenson. Alex Stokes. Jacob David Stralo. Ryan Strickland. Maxwell Swain. Jaden Swayze. Daniel Swenson. Chandralyn Talbot. Dominic Arturo Tavares. Poojan Tukar. Michael Thomas. Joseph Tooley. Swati Vatam. Luke Timothy Vader. Lauren Ashley Villarreal. Rebecca Varga. Anna Wirtz. Brittany West. Sheridan Westfall. Hunter Whidvey. Ashley Victoria Wong. Rehana Yusufi. Lisa Zwang. Natalie Paige Ziblet.
At this time, I'm pleased to ask Dr. Bouvet, Dr. Helm, and Dr. Smith to come to the podium as representatives for their respective programs to lead the students in the recitation of the White Coat Ceremony Student Oath. Will the students please stand and recite with us the White Coat Ceremony Student Oath found on the screens. We would also like to request that members of the faculty on stage stand as witness to this pledge. Deans?
As I begin my medical education at Des Moines University, I do solemnly pledge that my efforts will be focused on the ultimate goal of serving my future patients. Toward this end, I will consciously and cooperatively work with my peers and professors in learning the art and science of medicine. I will maintain the highest standards of professional conduct. I will respect the patients whom I will encounter in my training as fellow human beings and will do everything in my power to preserve their dignity. I will use my skills to care for all in need with an openness of spirit and will value the diversity of patients' experiences, cultures, and beliefs because it enhances my ability to care for them and enrich my education. I will maintain patient confidentiality and be tactful in my words and actions. I will not compromise myself nor endanger the welfare of my future patients by employing unworthy methods in the pursuit of my education. I pledge to perform to the best of my ability and to engage in continuous self-evaluation in an effort to address my limitations. I will never hesitate to call upon the assistance of others when indicated and will strive to develop those qualities that will instill self-respect and earn the respect of my patients, colleagues, and family. Knowing my limitations and those of medicine, I commit myself to a lifelong journey of learning how to cure, relieve, and comfort with humility and compassion. I pledge to continue to educate myself throughout my career and to constantly engage in a critical re-examination of myself as a rational, emotional, and spiritual human being. With this oath, I willingly assume the responsibilities of a health professions student and hope to learn experience and joys of learning and caring and healing.
You all may be seated. It is my pleasure to now recognize that these students have completed the rite of passage embodied in this white coat ceremony. From this day forward, you have committed to developing the ethical principles that will guide you through your academic and professional life. They will respect and value fellow health professionals as an interprofessional team member. They will be accountable and accept responsibility for their actions as a student and as a practicing professional. They will promote an inclusive culture in healthcare and strive to treat each patient with understanding, acceptance, and respect. They will behave honorably throughout their healthcare careers, always striving to be worthy of the privilege of serving in their chosen healthcare field. Students, will you please stand to be recognized by faculty, family, and friends who are here to support you today. Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. In closing, I would like to thank our generous donors of the White Coat Program. Support comes from alumni, family, and friends, as well as the endowed fund established by Maurice J. Schwartz, D.O., class of 1933, and Elizabeth Schwartz, D.O., class of 1973. Thank you to our supporters. I would also like to thank the faculty and staff for their assistance in today's events. So please remain seated until the platform party and the faculty have exited the hall. Students, you're then invited to join your family and friends in the audience. At this time, students may be seated. Thank you all for attending our ceremony today. Enjoy your weekend. with family and friends. Thank you.